BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
The city of El Fasher has fallen into a state of brutal chaos following its capture by the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, marking a dire new chapter in Sudan's escalating conflict. Reports from survivors paint a harrowing picture of widespread violence and a breakdown of order in the immediate aftermath of Sunday's takeover. Nawal Khalil, a nurse who had dedicated 3 years to volunteering at El Fasher South Hospital, recounted the terrifying moments when the attack began while she was tending to critically ill patients. She described witnessing the killing of wounded soldiers and civilians who were unable to flee, stating that some were even killed in their beds, including women. Amidst the ensuing pandemonium, Khalil herself was shot in the foot and thigh as RSF fighters advanced on the nearby military headquarters. Forced to abandon her patients and escape, she endured a day-long journey on foot, injured and without sustenance, to reach the relative safety of Garni. During this desperate flight, her phone and money were confiscated, leaving her with nothing. This ordeal is not an isolated incident. Over 1,000 individuals, including women and children, embarked on a perilous 2-day trek to reach Tawila in North Darfur, fleeing El Fasher after an agonizing 18-month siege. Tawila, situated approximately 55 kilometers west of El Fasher, is currently under the control of a faction of the Sudan Liberation Army led by Abdul Wahid Mohammed al-Nur. Adding to the grim tally, the joint forces, aligned with Sudan's army, have accused the RSF of orchestrating the deaths of over 2,000 civilians since the city's fall. Compelling evidence, including videos circulating online, purportedly shows dozens of unarmed men being summarily executed or lying dead, surrounded by RSF fighters. According to the United Nations, thousands more civilians remain trapped in Garni, a town southwest of El Fasher, with reports indicating they are being held captive by the RSF and allied militias. Among those detained are former soldiers from the Sudanese army and other allied armed groups. Survivors who managed to reach Tawila reveal that these individuals are being held for ransom, with demands ranging from 5 million to 10 million Sudanese pounds, equivalent to around 6,000 pounds to 12,000 pounds. Those who cannot meet these exorbitant demands are reportedly held for days, and in some instances, only released after falling gravely ill. In a stark contrast to the RSF's actions, the SLA faction in Tawila has reportedly permitted government troops fleeing El Fasher to enter the town, contingent upon their surrender of weapons. Adam Yagaub, a 28-year-old driver from Sennar, recounted a near-death experience after being captured by 3 camel-mounted militiamen near Garni. He described an attempt to decapitate him with a knife before he was recognized by one of the fighters, whose brother had previously worked with him, leading to his unlikely release. Yagaub revealed that out of a group of 18 who departed El Fasher together, only 8 made it to Tawila, with the grim presumption that the others are deceased. He also reported seeing 22 bodies near what he described as a fake well between Garni and Tawila, a suspected trap used by RSF and allied militias to ambush and kill unsuspecting, thirsty travelers. Another nurse who managed to escape El Fasher South Hospital following the attack corroborated the brutality, stating that RSF fighters breached the facility and opened fire on patients in the emergency ward, resulting in the deaths of at least 8 individuals. She herself was struck on the head with a rifle butt while fleeing through a different exit. In a video statement, the head of the RSF, General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, known as Hemedti, vowed accountability for any soldier or officer found to have violated the rights of any individual. Many who escaped El Fasher spent hours in hiding near army artillery units before venturing west, under the cover of darkness. Families already displaced from the Abu Shuk camp in El Fasher were compelled to relocate yet again, seeking refuge in the Daraha Ola neighborhood before ultimately heading towards Tawila. Reports indicate that thousands are still trapped in El Fasher, teetering on the edge of survival amid the ongoing siege. Those captured by the RSF in Garni reportedly received water mixed with flour to sustain them. After days without supplies, survivors recount that captives were segregated by gender and perceived affiliation, with men suspected of being fighters detained, While some civilians were released after paying ransoms, the SLA has reinforced its presence around Tawila, deploying additional fighters to protect those fleeing El Fasher and to prevent potential clashes. Should the RSF pursue retreating armed groups, elements of the Sudanese army and allied forces are understood to be continuing their resistance in the Jebel Wana area, northwest of El Fasher, following their loss of control over the city. Médecins Sans Frontières, or MSF, is now reporting a significant influx of individuals at its clinic in Tawila Hospital. Sylvain Pénicaud, the MSF project coordinator, described the arrival of over 1,000 people on foot and in trucks during the night. Having endured an extremely perilous journey, many of these arrivals were in a state of profound weakness, suffering from severe malnutrition and dehydration, underscoring the immense humanitarian crisis